Welcome to Digital Adhyapak.
We have a question on the board. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. This is a very common question for your board examinations. We have to prove root 3 is an irrational number, and for this we will take the help of fundamental law of arithmetic. And according to fundamental law of arithmetic, you must be knowing that prime factorization of any number is unique. Now, what we will do? We will solve this question by the method of proof by contradiction. So, what we will write? Let me divide the board first. Let us suppose root 3 is a rational number. I have to prove irrational. I have taken it as rational. So, if it is a rational number, then this implies that root 3 must be equal to P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, Q not equal to 0, and P and Q are co-primes. Now students, you must have read about this definition in your previous class, that is class 9. A rational number is defined as it must be in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, Q not equal to 0, and P and Q are co-primes. That means P and Q should not have any factor other than one common. मतलब P और Q के बीच में 1 के अलावा और कोई common factor नहीं होना चाहिए. Now we have to prove that this thing that we have assumed must be contradicted. So how can we do that? We will start from here. Root 3 is equal to P upon Q. So this implies that root 3 whole square is equal to P square upon Q square. So this implies that 3Q square is equal to P square. What I have done, I have just squared root 3, it becomes 3, and I have to multiply Q square with this, it becomes 3Q square is equal to P square. So from here we can see that P square is equal to 3Q square. So P square, 3 is a factor of P square, or P square is a multiple of 3. So we can write that 3 is a factor of P square. So this implies that 3 is a factor of P also. Now if 3 is a factor of P, then we can write therefore P is equal to 3M. Why 3M? 3 is a factor of P, so P must be a multiple of 3, so it might be in the form of 3M. Now putting this value of P in, so I say it as equation 1. In equation 1. So P square, 3Q square is equal to P square. Now what is P square? P square is 3M whole square. So this implies that 3Q square is equal to 9M square. So this implies that Q square is equal to 3M square. Now students, again you can see here that Q square is equal to 3M square implies that 3 is a factor of Q square. So this implies that 3 is a factor of Q square. So obviously by fundamental law of arithmetic, 3 is a factor of Q also. Now let it be equation A and let it be equation B. So from equation A and equation B, we can see that 3 is a factor of P also and 3 is a factor of Q also. 3 is a factor of P and Q both. What does it mean? It means that P and Q are not co-primes, because I have said that P and Q must have a factor, common factor, that is 1. It cannot have any other common factor other than 1. So we can say, so P and Q are not co-primes. And if P and Q are not co-primes, it goes against our assumption. So this contradicts our assumption. And if it contradicts our assumption, then we can write hence root 3 is an irrational number. That means our assumption that root 3 was a rational number has been contradicted here. So root 3 is an irrational number. Thank you.